Hi, everybody. This is Kat Carroll with Natural Awakenings in Austin, and I'm here with Gabriela Pichardo, and she is an integrative physician here in the Austin area. And this is the fourth episode of Business as Usual, adapting in the COVID economy. So, Gabriela, why don't you tell our viewers what it is that you do, what makes integrative medicine different?
Awesome. Yes. Thanks for having me here, Kat. And being an integrative doctor, we pretty much try to reach to the root cause of what's going on if somebody is suffering with a particular condition or illness. And even though I do have a background as being a conventional doctor, because I did board certified internal medicine, I also did integrative medicine just because I wanted to bring out more to the table for my patients and try to kind of like get better into more lifestyle, nutrition, anti-aging, and those kind of topics.
And so how does it differ in that, in the amount of time you spend with the patients?
Yeah, pretty much. It actually lets me spend more time with my patients. Sometimes we can either spend, depending on the condition, it can be something as acute, very minor, 30 minutes, up to an hour, or up to 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
So we do take quite a bit of time, especially most of my newer patients. We tend to spend about an hour, hour and a half, up to 2 at the most.
Wow, I bet that's really surprising to people.
Yeah, it is. Some, they didn't expect that. They also come out of their visit saying, this was the most thorough visit that I've ever had. And I mean, we don't have, that much like people in the waiting room, or that we're not working against the clock or anything like that. It's more into value care. It's not about quantity. It's more about quality of care. So that's what got me into practicing more integrative medicine.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. It's becoming more and more popular, I think, these days, or more well known anyway.
Yeah. Most people are actually looking more for this particular, more into like integrative or functional type of care.
Right. So, unless you've been in a cave, we know that we're kind of operating under different conditions right now, and with the stay-at-home order here in Austin. And so, how has that affected your practice?
Wow, I think this has definitely affected us in so many ways for so many people, especially when you're like a small business owner. It definitely has decreased the amount of patients that we actually take care of, and pretty much has made us working from home. So through that, of course, we managed to do telemedicine. So that's actually a good option, especially for people, you can see your doctor from the comfort of your own home.
And so does that affect the amount of time that you would normally spend with a patient?
Not truly. We actually spend pretty much the same amount of time. I mean, I did also open up more like a 15-minute slot just for those people that particularly may have just a common problem, let's say something from a headache or UTI, something that it could be kind of taken care of quick and easy, but yeah.
Right. Okay, that's neat. And then I had heard that y'all had done a town hall with your patients once this whole thing went down. And so just describe that, and how was that for y'all?
Yeah, we actually decided between all the other docs, like Dr. Ashley Maltz, Jennifer Pollard, and Dr. Neela Misra, we wanted to do like a town hall where we actually would approach our patients and see what their actual needs might be. It was just pretty much just an open up Q&A, just to discuss what's been going on currently, not particularly talking about their specific medical condition, but trying to get kind of like address things that they might be struggling with, or if they wanted to know a little bit more about the COVID.
Okay, and that was all virtual. You did that all online.
Yeah, we did that virtually. So it worked out pretty good, like same as using the Zoom virtual meeting, and pretty much about an hour. We did a little bit of some breathing meditation with Dr. Maltz, and also we did a sound bowl with Dr. Misra, and that was actually pretty good.
That's really
Patients really
cool.
like that.
Yeah, just that in itself just tells me y'all are different than, you know, your standard sort of physician's office for sure.
Right, right, right. And it was pretty much just to like come together as a community and support each other.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Um, I think there's just been some really positive things that have come out of this huge, you know, perceived negative. There's just been, you know, people working together and finding new ways to pivot their business, and it's just been really inspiring to watch. You know, from in terms of um, you know, with me, I'm sort of keeping my eye on the community as a whole for the magazine, and it's just been really inspiring to see how people have adapted. So
Yeah, yeah,
for that,
that's true.
yeah, yeah, for sure. So how would you say that you're taking care of yourself personally during this time?
Personally, definitely trying to deal with stress,
Mm-hmm.
trying to deal with the whole situation about being, you know, inside the home,
Mm-hmm.
homeschooling.
Mm-hmm.
That's been a challenge, as for many people out there as well.
Right.
I pretty much,
Right. You have a few little kids.
yeah, we do, we do. So we have 3 total. So it's been, I can manage patients and be a physician, but handling kids, it's a whole different story. I mean, it's not easy. So
Yeah.
I praise the teachers out there for
Yeah.
sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
I definitely try to do more meditation practices and mindfulness. That's had actually, you know, truly helped me. I always have tried to keep on with that practice, but now I've actually ramped it up pretty much between 10 to 30 minutes, as much as I actually need for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much trying to walk outside, taking a little bit of more into nature, some good sunlight, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of forest bathing, which is
Yeah.
actually a great practice and actually to boost your immune system. And
Mm-hmm.
pretty much I've been, as many others, perhaps doing some immunoboosters just to kind of like make sure that my immune system stays well, other than following more like an anti-inflammatory diet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your usual upping my vitamin C, some quercetin, zinc, as astragalus as well. So those kind of things
Okay.
I've been actually using to kind of help with my immune system.
Astragalus, is that an herb or a root or what's?
Yeah, so astragalus is actually Chinese herb. So it's you can actually incorporate, of course, with either tea. So I actually managed to purchase it, using it in soups, like bone broth and teas as
Mhm.
well. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I haven't.
something additional.
I take so many supplements every day now, and I keep adding them, and so now I'm thinking, should I should I add that one as well? But I think I'm good. I've got like a whole handful of supplements I take.
Yeah, yeah, you have to be careful not to do too much, but
Yeah.
there are several options out there, and that's usually one of the common questions we get from our patients, like what supplement should I be on, or they just found about this supplement that is so good to help for the COVID, and they're asking questions. So
Yeah.
you know, you pretty much follow what is out there in research and what's been published about a particular supplement. We're not saying that it's going to cure COVID. We're just meaning, you know, just to help out for your immune system.
Yeah, for sure. As a support, it's kind of a support.
Correct. Yeah.
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 So in terms of support, speaking of support, how can the community be supporting y'all right now? And, you know, just in terms of your practice or, you know, prepaying or, you know, anything like that. I mean, do you have anything like that set up? Or do you have
Uh,
products online that people can support?
yeah, we actually have certain products that are pretty much from our current location.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much these are handled by patients calling.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we can set up the delivery. Our current acupuncturists that we do have at West Holistic, they're offering herbs consultation, and they're also doing delivery
Oh,
for
okay.
those as well. So that's another thing to add for
Nice.
helping out for your immune system.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think the biggest thing in terms for supporting us is for people to actually be open about seeing a doctor or provider through virtual. Through the use of telemedicine. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, sometimes people always want to see their doctor face to face.
Mm-hmm.
They might not feel it's not the same, but I am, just because we're doing virtually doesn't mean that our appointment is going to be cut, or we're not going to be able to talk as much as if we were in the office setting.
Right.
Just for people to be open to that.
Yeah.
Other things that we're having as well is pretty much are offering our patients some support, some with the town hall meetings, those kind of things. So pretty much our information, you can find it in the West Holistic Medicine webpage, which is westholisticmedicine.com. I do have my own personal website, which is GabrielaMD.com, and that would be Gabriela with one L. Pretty much there, I do have as well in terms of packages and things to kind of help people, because I know right now people have a lot of financial constraints and can be hard to pay. So we do offer payment options and also sliding scale.
Oh, that's great. And so can you say your website again? The audio broke up just a little bit when you,
Oh, sorry.
It's Gabriela MD?
MD, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, well, is there anything else that you'd like to say or let people know about?
Yeah, well, I just hope that everyone can actually stay safe, follow the current guidelines, pretty much get enough sleep, try to be stress-free. I know this is hard on everyone, and we are actually experimenting much, difficult times. But if you try to kind of like do a little bit of mindfulness, meditation, get yourself grounded, those things usually help quite a lot. And pretty much staying connected with loved ones, trying to find a hobby or some sort of activity to do, that's usually very important.
Yep.
Kind of like getting yourself busy.
Right. I'm sheltering by myself, so I know that social context is something that I really have to work at doing every day, to just to not feel so isolated, because it can really start to be isolating. I mean, literally and physically and mentally, it just gets to be a little bit much sometimes.
Yeah, it's challenging and it's hard. I mean, for myself, I try to stay connected with my family, with the other doctors, virtual meetings. So all that usually helps.
Yeah.
It's not the same, but it helps, especially when you're completely on your own, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
Dr. Pichardo, thank you so much for joining us today. And, it's just, I just give a big shout out to all the healthcare workers. I mean, those that are on the front lines, and then those that are taking care of, people like me who, may need just, to check in with my doctor. So thank you so much. And
thanks for having me, Kat.
Thank you. And have a great day.
You too. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.